when Columbia decided to make the standard flushers again, it was quite a process to decide to do it. We had made them back in 1988, and I was flipping through these drawings and talked to my dad, who was in charge of the company at the time, but why we stopped making them. And the discussion kept coming back to the tedious handwork involved. And it was a long process to decide to do it again, and ultimately rested on the handwork, whether we wanted to commit to that or not. We did, and it's been very successful. Why other people can't make these things work is because they attempt to make them in an automated fashion or make them overseas with people who have no knowledge of what it takes to make them work or the materials involved. So what we did here is really commit to making a quality product through and through. It probably takes the profit, some of the profit out of making them, or selling them rather, but it's what is required to make the product work properly. It's a lot of handwork. And the reason for that is that this is a surgical stainless steel and has a memory to it, and every batch has a different memory to it. So when you try and make a system for making these things, it fails because the different batches have a different memory to them. So what you ultimately have to do is do it by hand. The finishing touches by hand. And that takes a specialist, which takes investment of time and energy, so we get them close, and then we have an expert finish them, and that's why they work so well. We also use US steel, which helps a lot, American-made steel from American mills, and American aluminum and everything. And we machine them in-house and make them in-house. So anyways, these are a huge commitment. If you're gonna buy one, buy a Columbia, because they'll actually work properly for you. We've heard a lot of feedback about other brands not working correctly. And we won't share with you quite what we do to make them work correctly, but I assure you it is a process, and it's a long learned process over thousands and thousands of years.